welcome to So Me So Us, or So Me So Us, or
So Me So Us.
Today is Topic Tuesday, and the topic of the day is
Bad authority figures.
yes, because we've all had them, and we all know how awful it is. So yeah, we're gonna jump right into this then.
Okay, so those teachers that you talk to, and you ask them a question, and they just keep talking to you, and you're trying to leave, and they're like, oh yeah, because the answer is B, but the answer is B because the answer is B as well as B. And you're just like, okay, thank you, lunchtime now.
And you slowly creep out.
Yeah. So there's that.
Those are, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think the worst thing is racist substitutes.
Oh, definitely.
Or racist teachers in general. Or racist people. But racist subs, like, especially in sociology class where race is a mandatory topic, the worst thing you could possibly have is a racist substitute coming in and trying to teach your class about equality and people and just giving your god off. Oh, it's so bad. It's just so awful. We were talking about, this is gonna turn into a rant really fast.
Yeah.
We were talking about minority populations and demographics in America, and she made it seem like it would be so awful if the minorities in America were level, like even, with the amount of Caucasian people in America. And she made it seem like it would be so awful if that were to ever happen. And she sided with the police on every recent race issue, which, you know what, you're entitled to your own opinion, but don't come into an open-minded sociology class and try to preach what only you think is true, instead of doing it from an objective point of view.
Yeah, because I thought it was interesting, because it all started with a journal question about how, like, does America deal with these kind of issues at the moment, and I was like, yeah, but I took the completely other side of it, where we didn't even discuss that part in class where, you know, minorities are taking over. We talked about that, but at the same time, racism isn't just like, oh, I'm Caucasian, you're African American. It's the other way around too. Like, oh, you're just racist, and that's like stereotyping other people, and as well as, like, I don't care if people call me Caucasian. That's not like a big deal. I prefer you not call me Caucasian.
No.
And like, I feel like no one else cares. Like, I don't want to call you an African American because you're black. What if you're from somewhere else?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so it's like,
Sure.
that's what you are. And it's not even black, it's like brown. We're not white, we're like peachy.
Peachy.
Yeah.
I don't know, she was just awful.
Mm-hmm.
She was racist against every race. I'm pretty sure she said something against everybody. So it was just awful. You can't do that.
So I had a substitute teacher, and this was when I was in like 6th grade. And he was just subbing for history, and he straight up asked us who in the class spoke Spanish. And, you know, like half the class raised their hand. It was Latino population, kind of. But yeah, and then he straight out told everybody else who didn't have their hand raised that we're not gonna grow up in the world successfully, and like there's nothing we can do about it because we don't know another language. We're just like, oh, and he had a freaky like Transylvania accent. He was like, okay, who are you, mister?
Where are you from?
Yeah, you speak Spanish?
That's scary.
Yeah, he was scary. I
Um,
was little.
I had a teacher in middle school, and for the safety of the innocent, I'm gonna call him Nemtarts, because that was our nickname for him. And he was just horrid, right? Oh, and I was choking on a lifesaver in his class, and he told me that if I got up to like go get water, that I was gonna get in trouble. I was gonna get a detention. And so I'm sitting here choking, and he said you had to raise your hand in order to go. So I raised my hand and he refused to call on me and I was like dying, but I was so scared that I was gonna get in trouble that I was risking death. And then eventually I was just like, you know what? Screw it! And I got up in front of his lecture and I ran out the door and I got water, and when I came back, I got in trouble.
Once my teacher actually threw me in the trash can.
I remember you telling me about that.
Okay, so I just remember, like, this teacher was known for this kind of thing, and my brother had told me about it, and I'm telling my best friend, and so every day she would say, Mr. Teacher, Bella's still waiting for you to throw her in the trash can. Like, why aren't you throwing Bella in the trash can? She kept just spelling me out. So one day she said it, and he's like, oh, like, he kind of like flinched like he was gonna do it, and was like, okay, he's not gonna do it. So tra-la-la-la-la, here I go down the hallway to my locker, and putting my books away, getting ready for my history class. And here comes my teacher bolting down the hallway to come get me. I'm holding on to my locker for dear life. I was just, no, screaming, and just like, please don't take me, please don't take me. He gets me, he goes to the corner with the trash can. It's kind of curved, so I do like this little running kick thing on top of it, and I like, I elbow him in the gut, and then I run away. He was a mean teacher.
That was fabulous. That sounds awful. Yeah, that's sad.
And then that same teacher. Okay, I have said that people make me a little bit nervous and whatnot. I'm an anxious person. That's kind of my bit. So we had to do this debate, right? So all the chairs are in a circle. Me and one other person are smack in the middle of the classroom, and it's my turn to present. I get halfway through it, and then I start feeling dizzy, and I'm like, okay, where did I go? I can't even read my pages anymore. My best friend is like behind me just in case I pass out. My teacher, he comes up, and he's like, how many fingers am I holding up, Bella? I'm like, I don't know, I can't see your hand. She's like, how many fingers am I holding up? You're not showing me your hand. What are you talking about? And then I did. So, yeah, that class was horrible.
Yeah, you've had some interesting ones.
One of my teachers demands he goes by doctor, and you have to say Dr. B every single time. Every single time, or you'll get a detention. He scares me. It's choir. And he scares me, and I'm not in choir anymore, though I love to sing. I absolutely adore it. It is my passion. He
threw an eraser at me. It was a
he
big
makes
eraser.
me in front of class and do things, and I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
And like, I do other things, do track and cross country, and it's really hard to do anything else when you're in his choir, because his comes first. No matter what, and there's no meeting him halfway, like, oh, maybe I can come to the second half of practice, or like rehearsal, because I have practice. Nope, because he doesn't want you to miss anything choir related, and I'm in choir again. They put me in it again, and I need to get out of it by next semester because I don't want choir again, because he scares me and he made me cry every single day, and I can't talk to him. And you have to talk to him a lot in that class, because I was in Nordic advanced choir, and it's scary, and I'm done. See, me and again my best friend, today, Morgan, I'm gonna mention her because we're gonna talk about her all the time. She is not the kind of girl who would ever sing. Ever. Not in public anyway. And so like, I'm so glad I had her for the first year that I was with Dr. B, because she got me through.
Dr. B.
Dr. B. You have to call him doctor. He'll give you a detention. That's what's scary. Doctor in what? Music?
Yeah, he's
That's stupid. You shouldn't be a doctor. You can't say
he has a
musical
doctorate. He has a doctorate in music.
It's stupid.
Which is why he feels like he should be able to go by that.
Yeah, he thinks he's above all the other teachers. He looks like a squirrel and a walrus.
This is gonna get back to him somehow. He's gonna hear Dr. B, gonna know who he is. You called him a squirrel walrus. I really doubt he's gonna enjoy that.
I'll never see him again. Okay, I'm sorry if you are watching this or somebody's telling you. cry all the time. You're one of the authority figures in my life that scared me. I don't know if it was for the better or not. I'm sure you thought it was. Maybe it was. It probably helped me somehow, so thank you.
So I had a teacher in 2nd grade who wanted us to come up with really exciting stories to tell the rest of the class that actually happened. And because I didn't feel like I had anything exciting in my life, and I was kind of a, I don't know, like stressed out kid anyway, I was like, oh, well, I remember when my dad took me to the bathroom a couple times, because, you know, like, if your mom's not there, your dad has to take you, and so I told her that I peed in a urinal, and she like, got so furious that I told her that. She's like, that is not acceptable. And like at the time I didn't even really like think about like what a urinal was. Like I knew the boys' toilets looked different than girls' toilets and that's what they were called. So I called them probably like urinals or something. And she got so mad at me. And I had a running event. I don't know what it was. It was like part of the Awesome 3000. And she told me that I wasn't allowed to go unless I admitted that I had lied. And so she called my mom, and my mom had to come in and talk with me. And she's like, why would you lie like that? I'm like, Alexis, I'm like, cause it's not exciting. My life is exciting.
What grade were you in?
2nd.
Oh, I have a 2nd grade thing too. Okay, I got picked on in elementary school. So, okay, like every day the boys would kick me, and it got to the point I told my mom about it. My mom came in, my teacher was like, no, that never happened. That's never happened in my class. And then it happened like right in front of her. A boy just kicked me, and she's like, oh, that's the first I've ever seen of it. It's the first time it ever happened. I'm like, I wouldn't make that up. That's not coincidence.
Yeah.
That's a thing. So that was an experience. She wasn't very considerate of that. And then one of my friends, she started bleeding everywhere, and she's like, can I get a Band-Aid? No, you can't. You should be able to give a Band-Aid. They're blood, that's bad. You need to contain that.
I know, and then we had a little bit of a blood spill in my, in the aid period, and I was like, what do you want me to do? And he's like, well, we don't have a blood kit here because they won't let me have one. So I had to go get one. It was awful. Yeah, it was weird. And we had blood like all over the floor. I'm not gonna tell you what happened, so you can just assume it was like a bloody massacre. And, like, people, like, bodies everywhere, and I was like, we're gonna need more than one kit! And he was like, fight on, Alexis! Fight on! And I had to walk through the trenches and make it to where the blood kits were! And then I brought them back and we cleaned it up. It was great. Or I didn't clean it up. Obviously, don't have a blood handling kit, so I want to stay away from that stuff. You don't know what's in blood anymore. People be doing all sorts of crazy. Anyway, that was off topic. That's okay. Off topic is okay sometimes.
My dad, he's the kind of person like, hey, my car's right across the street. Yeah, there's like a ton of traffic. We should probably go to the stoplight and go around, but no, that's too much walking. So let's drag my daughter through like the highway trafficked.
Busy.
High traffic area.
Wings, 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 wings.
Anymore.
So bad authority figures, school district. Those are bad authority figures. The people who refuse to acknowledge that bad things are happening in their school because they're like, no, we're perfect. Ghost face up.
Supernatural. Oh, hang on. We got the same boots.
Oh.
We're best friends.
So yeah, that's our topic Taco Tuesday, and hope you guys enjoyed
our discussion of bad authority figures. So if you have any, let us know in the comments. Let us, tell us your story.
We'd love to hear
your struggles with people that you can't really do anything about.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, so
anyway,
we feel you.
We do. We feel you.
Alright, thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you.
Alright, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say, subscribe by the way, because if you wouldn't mind, you'd make my day. Bye!